Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Cheap Airsoft Bridgeways, homestead in the desert. And yeah, I've been hunkered down today. Winds got up to around 24 miles per hour at the max. They're down to about 19 now, and I just couldn't do anything outside. And I mean, you know, the temperature's not too bad, but that wind chill out there really gets to you. The rain they predicted for today never got here. But I'll take you over and show you outside here. We do have a few scattered clouds out there. And I've got to knock on the window because got two dogs over there chewing on my mulberry tree. They've got that one pretty much wiped out. So I've got to break them of that habit. And you see Gillis over there. He's such a sneak. He thinks that if he just waits a little while, I'll walk away, and then he can go back to doing whatever he was doing. I got to keep an eye on him. Anyway, there's old Patches over there chewing on one of the chew toys, or whatever's left of it. And I guess the smart one is Diogi, who's inside the doghouse because of the winds and the chilly air. All right, so today is going to be a short video, but I wanted to show you what I'm cooking for my supper. In here, I've got a big old chunk of beef that's going to be a pot roast. And right now, it's already browned, so it's ready, and I'm preheating the oven to 325, and it's going to sit in there for about 3 to 3.5 hours. But here, I know I have to put this out here because it's gravy, and on this gravy, before the pot roast now, I'm using olive oil. They do say use butter or something like that, but I don't like butter because it always burns too dark. But I use olive oil, and then I'm in a small bowl, this bowl, before anything else went in it. I put flour, about a half a cup of flour, and put a tablespoon of black pepper and a tablespoon of salt in there, mixed it together, and had seasoned flour. And then I coated the roast with that seasoned flour before putting it in here to brown. Now I'm going to shut this off because it doesn't need to cook anymore on here. It's going to do the rest of its cooking in the oven. And the gravy, okay, I use in the gravy I use a half a cup of white wine. I use cooking wine, but in other recipes, I always was so adamant about using a good white wine, something that you wouldn't mind drinking. But for this one, because it's going to be in a gravy, I'm going to use the Holland House right there, white cooking wine. So, okay, so I got half a cup of white cooking wine, and then one small 10-ounce or 10.5-ounce can of condensed cream of mushroom soup without salt, no salt in it. And then one package, or one little sack of dry onion soup mix. Okay, mix that all together like it is here. And I'm going to now, as soon as I put the video down, I'm going to pour that over the meat, coating the meat with it. Then I'll put the cover on the pan and slide it into the oven. Now I'm going to let that go for just about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so. And then I'll come back and I'm going to cut the potatoes in half and peel and slice a carrot, and I'm going to put that in there with it. And then I'll put the cover on and slide that back into the oven and let it go the rest of the hour and a half or so that it needs to finish up. And this should come out tender and juicy, not stringy or anything like that. And just a good old comfort meal, a good hearty comfort meal. So that's about it. I've got some French rolls that I'll be putting in the oven, and I'll have some French rolls, some bread to go with this, with some bread and butter. And that's what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. Dinner or supper? Is it dinner or supper? Well, we always had supper growing up, but then it somehow got changed to dinner. And then I asked at my professor when I was in chef school, is it dinner or is it supper? He said it's supper if you're eating at home, it's dinner if you're eating at a diner. I said, okay, I'll accept that. So, let me know what you think. Is it dinner or supper? This is G-Bear. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget your thumbs up. Don't forget your subscriptions. Click on subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Ain't gonna ruin your computer or anything. Just click on subscribe, please. That really does help. And I'll be happy. Happy. This is G-Bear signing off.